the most powerful influence in your life is the same as that which is the most powerful influence in my life. And today I wanted to have a chat about what that most powerful influence is and how we can use it to our advantage. Hi, my name is Anton Bennink, and with this YouTube channel, The Freedom Lifestyle, I like to share everything that I learn on my journey of personal discovery and development. And I hope to be able to be of service through that to you as well. So the most powerful influence the world has ever known. What is it? It is the influence of our associations. And maybe Charlie Tremendous Jones put it most simply and beautifully. You become the average of the people you meet and the books you read. And the fascinating thing about our associations is that they don't all of a sudden throw us into a certain direction in life, but they nudge us ever so slightly because of their thoughts, their opinions, their ideas, their burdens, their challenges, their worries and their doubts that will rub off on you over time. So it is super important to what Jim Rohn teaches, have conscious awareness about your associations. And he divides the associations we've got up in three different categories: the disassociations, the limited associations, and the expanded associations. And let's dive into this because it is super essential to understand if you want to start and use this most powerful influence over you to your positive advantage. Now, let's kick it off with some disassociations. These are the hardest and sometimes most horrifying things to do, because you might say, but this or that person has been my best friend for so many years in my life. How can I stop hanging out with this person? Well, maybe for some people, when it comes to family that have negative influence over you, or very good friends that might have a negative influence over you, you might just want to not go as often and not stay as long as you have in the past, because some relations you really can't avoid, like on these birthdays in the family or with your best friends. Other people, like, they show up, so just don't go as often and don't stay as long. And some people you just have to cut out of your life. Some people, if they mentally or physically even abuse you, get out. Stop associating with these people. People that you know, when you start making a list and you think about everybody that you hang out with on a daily, weekly, monthly, yearly basis, you'll realize who the people are that might have a negative influence over, and which of these people that have a negative influence over you are so bad for your results that you should stop hanging out with them altogether. These are the hardest ones. Disassociations is what Jim Rohn calls them. But if you want to achieve certain extraordinary things in life, you might have to do these extraordinary things to be able to get from where you are to where you want to go. Because that is like how H.L. Hunt put it. Decide what it is that you want. Decide what you're willing to give up in exchange for it to get it, and then get on with the work. Maybe you have to look at your associations because they are the most powerful influence over you. And then we move on to limited associations. These are associations that might not have an extremely negative influence over you, but you know that whenever you go there, you don't leave necessarily more enthusiastic or more excited than when you met them. Or you just know that, like, when you go there, you talk about events and other people, and maybe you talk about other people not in a negative sense. And as we already know that poor minds talk about people, average minds talk about events, and great minds talk about ideas and inspiration, you want to be as much of your time as possible spending it with these people that talk about and think about ideas and inspiration for a better life. So some of these associations that you have in life might not be extremely negative, but also not extremely positive to nudging you in the right direction of your life, nudging you to your results. So these people you might have to limit, not completely disassociate with them, but limit these associations. What would that look like? Well, Jim Rohn describes it as some people I have in my life, and they are 3-second people. And these 3-second people, they might be my neighbor that I don't really want to hang out with, but I just say, hello, how are you doing? For the idea of being polite. Other people might be 3-minute people. The other neighbor you might just like to have a little chat with, and like you leave a little bit happier than before you had the chat because you were able to exchange some positive information. And then there was also an example he gave about, and maybe there are some 3-hour people that you would not mind spending 3 hours with, but you wouldn't spend 3 days with. And then maybe there are some people that have such a positive impact in life that you would spend 3 full days with them, but you wouldn't want to like go on a long extended 3-week holiday with them. And then there's a few people that you would go on that 3-week extended holiday with as well. But be very careful about your associations and reflect upon your associations, because maybe you're spending 3 hours with people that you should really just be spending 3 minutes with if you want to achieve those extraordinary goals in your life. And then last but not least, these are the most fun part of working on the quality of our associations. As the most important influence on our life, we want to consciously decide those people that we do want to spend our time with. Those associations are called expanded associations, because once you start to disassociate and limit your association with some people that might have a negative influence on your life, you want to start expanding the time that you spend with people, and perhaps with more different people, like get new associations with those people that could have a beneficial impact in your life. Maybe you want to jump on LinkedIn and find a couple of like-minded people and start a chat with them. Maybe you want to dive into a personal development trajectory and hang out and network with some of those people that are also on their journey of life to becoming the very best version of themselves. And that is what I wanted to leave to you today. Think about it. The most powerful influence over your life are your associations. And now make a list of everybody that you commonly associate with. And then think about, should I expand this association? Should I limit this association? Or should I completely disassociate from this person altogether? And then all the way at the bottom, I would also think, who would I like to add to my network? And then start working your way into those people. For now, I would like to thank you for watching this episode of The Freedom Lifestyle. If you enjoy this, and if you want more tips, tricks and tools that I come across in my life and that I share in this show, in this podcast, then please click the subscribe button so that you'll be notified when a new video goes live. And last but not least, by the way, let me help you and identify what your personal deepest desires are, and then setting you up to starting to achieve and starting to move into that direction of what your purpose is in life. And you can do this by a free download of something that I've created, the Freedom Lifestyle, or you can download it below in the comments. It's called the Ultimate Life and Business Design Template. And once you download it, it just takes you through a couple of simple questions. And it guides you from what you want to how you can get what you want by turning it into a profitable venture. Thank you very much for listening for today. If there's anything that you'd like to add on these associations as the most powerful influence over your life, please leave it in the comments below. For now, my friends, don't forget, live today with love and passion. Namaste.